Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Monkey Gland Podcast.
Episode 4? Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Yeah, so we're back, man. And it's 2021 now.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
First podcast of 2021 for us. I'm
yeah,
sure
for
somebody
us.
else has released one.
Yeah,
already.
it's our first podcast of 2021. Hopefully you guys are having a good New Year's and happy holidays.
Yep.
And fulfilling all your New Year's resolutions so far.
And hopefully this is our first of many 2021 podcasts.
Right, first of many, for sure, definitely.
That's the plan.
Yep. So I guess we can start off by doing our New Year's, like saying our New Year's resolutions and some of our goals.
Yeah. Well, you go first, and maybe I'll come up with. I'll steal yours or something.
Oh, okay. Sure. I guess some of my main New Year resolution, I'd say, is to be more organized and be more productive with my time.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess is my biggest New Year's resolution. 'Cause I feel like I was unorganized.
Do you mean like physically unorganized? Like
no, not physically unorganized. I'm thinking more of time wise. You know, like with like
time management
and being productive with like what I'm doing. So that's gonna be my New Year's resolution, and some goals I have a lot to do with content creation. So I want to, for my goals for 2021 in Twitch and the YouTube world and the podcast world. For Twitch, I want to by the end of the year, I want to be averaging 25 viewers.
Wow.
And I want to have 600 followers.
Oh, wow. Man. And just for reference for anybody that doesn't know, 25 viewers average is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Like for Twitch. For someone that hasn't been doing it for like a long time.
Yeah, it's I mean, it'll
That's
take...
a lot.
Yeah.
That's a big average.
I'm setting my goals high.
Yeah, right.
Just so I work harder.
Right.
But yeah, that's my goals for Twitch. For YouTube is I want to have at least 15 YouTube videos done by the end of the year.
Okay. 15
good YouTube videos and have 200 subscribers.
200 subs. Yeah. Wow, man. Yeah. So I like it. You're like swinging for the fences.
Big goals, man. I want
like
big goals, so I aim high, you get high, you know.
Right. And you got to, well, don't get high.
Don't get high.
Then you have no motivation.
I didn't think of it like that.
No,
I didn't think of it like that, yeah. Big goals. And then for the podcast, you know, I'd love for us to get to, I don't know.
I would love for us to keep at every other week schedule.
Every other week schedule. I love that.
And, you know, if we hit the point where we up our schedule, we'll do that. But for the meantime, I want to keep it every other week and not miss one, you know?
Yeah, I like that one.
We haven't yet.
Well,
other than a year ago when we recorded.
Hey, that was
we'll release that eventually.
Yeah, we will.
And maybe we should save that for a week where we're like, man, I don't think we can get one up this week.
That's a good idea.
We'll
I like that idea.
But, you know, we won't tell the people. That way they'll never know.
Well, they do know now.
Ah, boy.
They've
bugged us.
No, I'm joking.
No, don't cut it.
Cut it, Adam. All right, so...
it's not like Adam listens to the whole thing anyway.
He might.
He's not a full editor, I think. He just edits the beginning and the end.
Yeah, it's true. But, you know, he might go back and listen, you know, on his own leisure.
Okay. Maybe.
But, yeah, what are yours, man? Do you have any big New Year's resolutions, or is it kind of just...
Mine are a little bit more baseline.
Okay.
Just overall improvement, like you said.
Yeah, definitely.
There's always you could always be more organized and better at managing your time and everything. I want to get a good balance between work, content creation, and other stuff. Remembering balance to still do other stuff.
Yeah, balance is key. Yeah.
I think definitely balance is key.
You don't want to put off time with family or friends just
right. You don't want to lose all of that.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
But man, you know, I did have like a month ago or so. I did calculate out everything I wanted to get done on Twitch as far as like increasing followers and stuff. But it's you know, maybe it's a lazy excuse, but for me, a lot of that relies on when I can get a PC. Because that's when I can edit YouTube videos, like better editing, you know. So then at that point, that's when it'll be more of like, then I can really focus on increasing. Because if you're on Twitch and only Twitch, it's really hard to get discovered.
It is.
There's a really slow discovery time. Because for someone to even click on your channel, you know, they just have to randomly see you streaming a game they're interested in. They click on that, they have to watch a 30-second ad.
Yeah.
So definitely. Like, if you're on Twitter or whatever, you're scrolling through like thousands of posts an hour. But on Twitch, you know, you're only getting a few done because you're clicking on one.
You might be going through like maybe 3 or 4 channels a day on Twitch. Maybe
right,
not
if
even,
you're
maybe
really
not
after
even.
it.
You're right, and maybe
because
not even.
you're watching the 30-second ad, and you got to find one that looks interesting to you in the first place.
Right.
Then you watch a 30-second ad, which is a big turnoff anyway. And then, like, you don't really know if you like a streamer until you watch them for, like, at least 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, and a follow, I mean, it could come not even in the first day, you know? For some people. I've done that before where I've watched, like, people, like, I forget who he was, but I watched somebody for maybe like a week or so, and then finally I followed him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Watched him for a week.
Yeah, because he stayed in my search bar up there. So
oh, okay.
I got to come back every now and then.
On it every once in a while and see him on.
Right.
Okay, that's cool. How did you find that person?
I was just like on my recommended people down there.
Of Twitch?
Of Twitch, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, once you hit an average of 25 or more, that's when you start getting recommended, really.
Right, yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know the hard numbers on it.
I don't either, yeah.
But, like, you never see someone getting recommended to you and they have, like, 5 viewers.
No, it's usually around, I'd say 18,
like
18 to, like, 50-ish.
Yeah.
I'd say.
And then a lot of the times it's, like, 250.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, this guy's got 2,000, this guy's got 250, this guy's got 80, this guy's got 32, this guy's got 17, maybe.
Right, yeah.
But you rarely see it lower than, like, 25.
Yeah, rarely. Yeah, like whenever I'm seeing like this, like I think it's a smaller communities page.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And the smaller communities page, that's still 25 viewers, like average.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Because there's a lot of people that are kind of around that area. I would say almost. I don't know what the percentages are, but I got to think almost all Twitch streamers never break like an average of 10.
Oh yeah. Most
people are
Twitch streamers
like average below 5, probably below 10 for sure.
Definitely.
And then they just never break that, either because they don't improve their content because they're just casual about it, and that's fine.
Yeah, some people
or they just give up. You
Yeah.
know? They do it for 6 months and they get up to like 5 viewers and they're like, I'm not going anywhere, and then they give up.
And they stop streaming.
Right. But obviously, what you really need is other platforms.
Oh yeah,
YouTube is a great
multiple platforms to be discovered is the way to grow on Twitch. If that's what you want to grow on. I mean,
Right. So you said 13 YouTube videos or 15?
15. I want to have 15 good YouTube videos up for the year.
Okay, they have to be good though. No crap.
Like when I'm saying 15, I'm gonna like take my time to make 15. 15 good ones.
So and have you decided, like, is this tech review or is this a secret?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
And I don't think I.
Well, I mean that's more than one a month. So like you got to get at least one out in January, or you're behind schedule.
Right, it's true.
So you're gonna have to decide.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna get to it.
Let me know.
That's one of my goals.
Because I'll be very interested in that.
You'll be in the loop.
Right, I've looked you up on YouTube, but
you can't.
You have no videos.
You don't have to have a video to be searched or be able to subscribe to.
You do, or you don't.
You do. You have to have videos to be able to be subscribed to.
Right. So I was looking you up, and I'm like, this guy, he's a ghost.
Yeah,
he's not real. We have no videos.
No videos. Right.
And I kind of understand, I guess, because YouTube's like, why would you sub this guy?
Nobody has no channels. Right. There's no videos.
Yeah, I mean, you need to post at least like a minute long,
a channel intro.
A channel intro that's just like, I'm from Twitch. This is my business. Yada yada.
Yeah,
at least people can just like, I would sub to that just for the future because I know stuff is coming in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I don't have to worry about having to find you again and sub later. If I, And then when you do post something, you do finally get your first video, it'll be in my sub feed.
Yeah, it will be. It will be, yes. But yeah, and that's definitely coming. YouTube videos for me, for sure, is what I want to try to get done. A lot of those in 2021. Right.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, I want to have a much larger focus on YouTube, but I just need better editing capabilities. It's hard to edit. Because right now, if I want to edit something, I have to record it from Twitch, download my VOD onto my laptop, or highlight onto my laptop, which takes a long time anyway. Super weak laptop. And then airdrop it from my laptop to my phone, edit it on iMovie on my phone, because my laptop's too old to use iMovie, it won't work. So I have to airdrop it to my phone, edit it on iMovie on my phone, and then airdrop it back to my laptop. Or just I can upload it from my phone as well.
That's way too much, man.
I know, man.
That sucks.
I mean, you can just imagine iMovie on mobile. It's very simple. You can do some cool stuff, but nothing complex.
Is iMovie you have to pay for?
No.
Or is it free?
It's part of Apple.
Oh, okay. It's a part of those, like the
It's part of the Apple apps.
Okay, okay.
Like Apple Podcasts. Shout out.
Shout out
if you're listening.
Shout out Apple Podcasts. Yeah.
No, not to them. Just to people listening on there.
Okay, shout out to the viewers of Apple Podcasts.
Right.
Listeners.
More like listeners. Yeah.
Listeners, not viewers.
I don't think you can post videos to Apple Podcasts.
No, I know.
That's what I know.
Thanks to the listeners on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, actually, according to our statistics, a pretty decent amount is on Apple Podcasts. It's like...
Yeah.
It's one of our largest...
Let's say that's what I listen to, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
I listen mostly on Spotify to podcasts and stuff, but
right.
I do have, the other ones as well.
Yeah. Well, speaking of New Year's resolutions, you guys email in your guys' New Year resolutions.
Yeah.
We love to read
and
those
also
off.
make a resolution for yourself to watch all of our podcasts.
Yeah, that
Listen
should
to
be
them all.
your number one resolution.
That should be number one.
To watch
write
all
a
of
list.
our podcasts.
Write a list to email to us. Email it, and then erase the whole thing, and just write Monkey Gland Podcasts all over the paper.
Yeah.
And then
everywhere.
at the bottom, then you can write your actual ones.
Right. There you go.
Well, your other ones.
Your other ones, not your actual ones.
Yeah, that was the other. I had one more little kind of New Year's resolution, and that's I want to keep learning Italian. I've kind of been slacking a little bit on it lately. I've got like a 103-day streak or something in a row, but a lot of those days are just like I just do a little.
So you try to learn at least a word or two or a phrase every day.
Sort of. It's not necessarily a new word, but it's like if I'm doing new lessons on Duolingo, if I'm doing new lessons, then I'm learning different word conjugations and phrases and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But then if it's a day where I don't have much time or whatever, then I'll just get on and I'll just do a repeat lesson of something just to kind of keep me refreshed.
I got you.
So a lot of time that's what it is. I'm not necessarily learning something new. I'm just keeping
Italian seems like a hard language to me.
How
difficult is it compared to like Spanish?
It's about the same.
About the same,
you think?
It's
the same as Spanish,
okay.
Yeah. They're very similar.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess
Latin language.
Latin, yeah. Okay.
I mean, there are some differences, obviously, and if you speak Italian, you can't speak Spanish or vice versa necessarily. Just, you might understand some words because you probably know Latin roots better, just because they're more direct Latin roots than English, because we have those Germanic roots as well. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I mean, you can definitely notice a lot of words that are like, hey, that's almost just the same as Spanish. Some words are the same, but then a lot of them are just a little bit different or sometimes totally different for an identical word.
Okay, so tell me this. Tell me why you chose Italian over any other language.
I've just always loved Italy, man. It starts with Assassin's Creed. It probably starts with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which was the first one I played.
I loved Assassin's
Creed. But Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, and I think maybe not Revelations. 2 and Brotherhood are in Italy.
Yeah, definitely. Those are like Brotherhood's like one of my favorites.
They're in like Renaissance era Italy. It's like,
yeah. I think Brotherhood.
That got me in love with Italy for sure.
I got you. So Assassin's Creed
and Italian food.
And Italian. Oh man.
And then like Lamborghinis and stuff. Like I always loved Italian supercars as a kid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
I'm more into American muscle kind of stuff now, but as a kid, it's looking up all the Lamborghinis, Ferraris, all this, and it's all Italian.
I'm sure it's like every kid's like kind of like fantasy,
Well, and also I used to be pretty interested in architecture and stuff, and Italy has some of the coolest architecture. I think all kinds of cultures have amazing architecture, like Japan and China and whatnot. But
Rome.
But Italy from that Renaissance era, which is my Assassin's Creed roots again.
Assassin's Creed, man. And
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was like the first Assassin's Creed that I played.
Yeah, me too.
Which is 2011, I think.
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed franchise has either. What do you think? It's gone down to you? Like it's gotten worse as the years go by, or there's certain games that are good.
I think it's probably that one. I mean, I haven't played one of the recent ones in quite a while. Mm-hmm. I used to keep up. But then they start releasing like them every year, or maybe more, and I'm like,
they do that. I feel like games nowadays release games so frequently that they don't seem as special to me anymore.
Do. Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed
has really ruined that for me. Like, because I feel like Call of Duty used to like release them like once every like year and a half, 2 years,
right? Which
made the games feel longer, and I feel like they meant more to me.
Yeah.
But now, like, I played Modern Warfare for like a couple months, and then they came out with Cold War. I'm like.
Yeah.
What the crap, man?
Yeah, right.
This game doesn't mean anything to me anymore. So I gotta.
And then they immediately stop supporting the last game.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't support it anymore. They don't take care of their game or fix bugs.
For Call of Duty now, it's all about Warzone. I feel
right. Well, that's their money. It's probably their cash cow.
Yeah. It's all Warzone now. But yeah, I haven't got a chance to play the new Assassin's Creed. Or I didn't play the Assassin's Creed.
What has been the most recent one at this point?
The newest one, Valhalla, just came out.
And
then one before that was which one?
The one in Africa, or was that 2 ago already?
Egypt, I think.
Yeah, Egypt's in Africa.
Oh, okay. Africa. Yeah, the one in Africa.
Origins? Is that what it's called?
I think it's Origins.
I think there's one in between, wasn't there?
No.
After Origins, but before Valhalla.
Before Origin, I thought it was Syndicate.
What about Unity? That was the last one that I played.
Unity? Oh, that was
five
like
plus years ago.
4 years ago, maybe.
That's the last one I played some of.
Yeah, I like Unity. I thought I enjoyed it.
I don't think I finished that one.
No. Where was that one based out of?
I think it was France.
France?
Or maybe just the beginning is or something, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I didn't play a lot of it, but that was, I think, the last one that I in the chain. But all of them before that, I've completed the whole games. I've done all of it.
I think the games that I've really completed were the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I liked what was that one where he was it has to do with the Indians and
you mean like the Native Americans? Native American 3?
Yes, Assassin's Creed 3. I loved Assassin's Creed 3. Surprisingly, I loved Black Flag. I didn't think on the release date of that, I didn't think I was gonna like it. Mm-hmm. But I loved it.
Black Flag is one of my favorites.
One of my favorites.
I like it more than 3.
Yeah, okay. I think I like Black Flag more than 3 too. I don't know what about 3 I liked so much. It was just the environment that I liked, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
And the just experience, I felt immersed.
Revolutionary War.
Right.
Yeah, it is pretty. It feels good to play.
It does. Yeah, it's very
especially at the time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Black Flag was definitely immersive.
Man,
being a cool pirate.
You're in this. You're on the ship and they're all singing.
They're singing the shanties.
The shanties, man. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. You just start singing. Oh, it's amazing, dude.
Yeah, man. And that's then we're on to Sea of Thieves all these years later.
And Sea of Thieves,
and we're trying to sing shanties and play.
And you can play your shanties on your music. We're all playing, jumping up and down.
Right. Man, maybe we need to start playing Sea of Thieves again.
We do. We definitely need to play Sea of Thieves again.
That's a really good game, and it's great for streaming. I think it works really well for streaming.
Yeah, I would love to get into more PvP on that game.
Yeah, yeah.
Learn it, but people are so crazy at it.
They're good. Yeah,
they're so crazy at it.
That's something that we got to.
Especially McGriddle.
We'll never catch McGriddle. We don't.
It's crazy. He plays it every day, though. I mean,
yeah, we'll never be as good as McGriddle, but
he'll listen to this.
If we can see, I think we need to do the PvP sloop arena thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, the arena,
and kind of learn.
Yeah, arena's good to learn, I guess.
Everybody probably has no idea what we're talking about right now. Unless they play Sea of Thieves.
Well, if you guys don't know Sea of Thieves, it's
then you're a fool. No, not really.
Oh god. How would you describe it? It's like
a cartoony-ish pirate game.
Yeah, it's an open world.
Yeah, it's very open world.
Open world. You can be you're in a server. It's a huge server with I'd say 10 to 15 people, depending on how.
It's always got other people in it. There's no single player.
It's not single player. It's
multiplayer only.
Multiplayer.
But even though you're in the server, you're not necessarily. You can play in a server for hours and see nobody. Or you can immediately get attacked.
You're not bound to PvP, but you are.
It's not
bound.
Halo,
it is bound to happen.
Right. Eventually, yeah.
There's no choosing whether or not you want a PvP. If it happens, it happens.
So what you do is get a quest. And go and get treasure chests and stuff, and dig them up or whatever.
There's lots of riddles and it's a lot of. It's like a puzzle game. And there's a lot of puzzles.
Yeah, there's a lot of little puzzles and stuff. Yeah, and then you have to take. You don't just get the chest and then you're rich. You got to take the chest and take them to a nearby outpost.
Yeah, outpost
to sell to the official vendors. Yeah, that's the only way you get paid.
And there's no tutorial to this game.
There's not really. There's
not
a little
set tutorial,
but nothing that really helps. I don't think.
Yeah,
you got to kind of learn it on the fly,
right? Yeah.
Which I like, but
and the tall tales I feel are very well put together, as in not making it too easy.
Yeah, those definitely are not too easy.
No,
we did have fun with those though.
I love the tall tales.
Adam and Matt doing those. That was great.
Yeah, that was really good. We definitely need to get back in the Sea of Thieves. I think that'd be cool.
And that's another thing. Once I get this PC, we can try so many different games
that is true.
That I'll be able to play.
Yeah, and Yeah, it'll just make it a whole lot easier for games we can play together. You know, we're kind of limited. I mean, we make do with what we
definitely make it work, but
yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about Sea of Thieves, but I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about Sea of Thieves, man.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since we played it.
It has been. How long have you?
We played it a lot for a while though.
About maybe 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
3 or 4 months probably since.
Yeah, it's been 3 or 4 months since we really played. But for a while there, we were just playing that in Rocket League. That was all we were playing. Mm-hmm. Right now, we're kind of into Halo, Rocket League still.
Yeah, Halo and Rocket League.
Rocket League is stuck around.
It's always stuck around.
Right.
Yeah, Rocket League. I think will stick around as like always a game that we can rely on.
Yeah, it's always something you can improve at too.
Yeah, it is.
There's no really skill cap to even personally,
Yeah, it shows you how much we love Rocket League though, even though how much we say we hate it.
Even though we also hate it.
Yeah, we do hate Rocket League at the same time.
But it is pretty great.
It is. I love Rocket League. Huh?
Not a sponsor.
Not
yet.
One day.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we can talk about what some of our favorite game franchises has been, like you said.
Right. Yeah. My idea with that was just like, not necessarily games, not necessarily movies or TV shows, but when somebody is like, oh yeah, I know that guy, he loves this. What is that?
Oh, okay. What is that to you?
Right.
I feel like for me, like the main two things that pop up have to be TV shows, and I think it's The Office and The Walking Dead to me.
Yeah, I could definitely see. Like, for you, at least from back in the day, it would definitely be The Walking Dead.
Yeah, back in the day, it's The Walking Dead. I feel like today, it's more centered around The Office.
Right.
But for me, when I think of you, I think of Halo, Star Wars. That's the first thing that comes to me. Halo, Star Wars is...
It's definitely the two, like, Star Wars especially specifically.
Yeah, specifically Star Wars comes to me first, but like if we're talking video game world, I'm thinking Halo.
Definitely Halo.
100% Halo.
Well, I've been a huge fan of both of those franchises for a very long time, especially Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. I don't remember a time that I didn't know and love Star Wars.
Yeah, that's which is crazy.
I always have been a huge Star Wars fan, and I had to put a stop to it at one point. Not to stop being a Star Wars fan, but to stop my family from getting me just Star Wars stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because every time,
every present you got,
exactly,
Star Wars mug.
Yeah, exactly. Every birthday was just Star Wars stuff. I eventually
Here's
had
your
to
Star Wars calendar.
Right, exactly. It was always a calendar, Star Wars mugs, Star Wars posters, and shirts and stuff, which is great. I've got a ton of that stuff. But eventually, it's like, what am I gonna do with another one? Like,
you got 70 lightsabers in your house.
Well, eventually, I'm like, I need other stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I had to put a stop to it. And I'll still get the little occasional Star Wars thing, which is fine.
Yeah.
But for a few years there, it was just everything was all Star Wars.
I was actually scrolling through Instagram, and I was like, I got one of those ads. Mm-hmm. I saw a Star Wars deck of cards. It looked really cool.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh man, Anthony would probably like this.
I've got one.
Is it the one I'm thinking of? I'll have to look at it after the podcast.
You're thinking of, but it's a pretty. One of my sisters gave it to me.
It's pretty cool looking, like the way the cards are like I don't know, the design on the face of the cards and the back of the cards.
Yeah.
Crazy looking.
I feel like it might be the same one.
Probably. Are they black on the back?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, I'll look at the end after the podcast.
Yeah, we'll look at them later. But just because they're in the closet behind
the couch
in this $500 million
facility.
In the facility,
right? Yeah.
There's a closet. This is where I keep my cards.
Right.
In the facility closet.
I wanted to talk about before these newer gen consoles. So were you an Xbox guy or a PlayStation 3
Always
guy? Xbox guy.
We had a PlayStation 2, but only because my parents bought a car, and whoever owned the car last left one under the seat.
Oh my gosh.
So we accidentally got a free PS2, but other than that, it was always Xbox.
So I want to talk about the games we played on, I guess it'll be more so the same, but Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and then we'll talk about, did you own the original Xbox?
No.
Okay.
No. I played on one sometimes, but I didn't know.
Okay, what were the games you played on Xbox 360 then? Well, what were some the main games around I guess you were probably 12 or so whenever you were playing that?
I was 13, I think, when I first got an Xbox.
Okay, so about 13 or so.
So I had Halo Reach.
Which
was big.
Yeah.
Halo Reach was
which we played last night.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Definitely Halo Reach. I used to play some racing games. I was pretty into Forza for a while.
Forza, yeah.
Okay. And then Dirt.
I
played Dirt 3 some, I think.
Yeah, I saw Summit playing Dirt 4.
That's what Matt was playing yesterday.
Dirt 4, I was like,
Yeah.
Why is someone playing Dirt 4?
I don't know. There's no way they can afford to sponsor him, so I don't. He was just playing for fun, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
There's no way Dirt 4 is still a big game, is it?
I think it might have been a sponsored. I think it might have been a sponsored
Is Dirt
stream.
4 like new?
I think it's a
Dirt
newer
4.
game. Maybe it's Dirt 5. Maybe it's Dirt. I don't know. The newest Dirt game.
They're all the same.
Yeah, it was him and Josh OG.
Yeah, right.
They were playing that. But yeah, that's besides the point.
And then, like I said, Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood.
Yes, dude.
I don't. Yeah, Brotherhood, and then I went back and got Assassin's Creed 2 and all the other ones later. But I mean, definitely Halo Reach was like top
of the line.
Top Xbox 360, and then Halo 4. When that
I remember
came out.
playing Halo Reach at the YMCA and at the schools. Did you play Halo Reach at the schools?
I don't think so.
Who was that? No. I'll talk to about that on the
Are you
party.
talking about middle school? Because I went to a Christian school. They wouldn't let us play Halo
Okay,
Reach.
well, I think it might have been Adam. Me and Adam were talking about the other day that all the school computers had Halo Reach installed on all the computers.
Really?
And we get into like LAN games together.
Well, yeah, I know at County, like everybody had
yes,
not
that's
Halo Reach, but Combat Evolved.
That's what it was. That wasn't Halo Reach. Combat Evolved.
Right. Yeah, everybody had Combat Evolved.
But yeah, we'd all be like in Banshees and just shooting each other. It was like the best time.
Right.
Best time of the day. He is going to like computer class and just playing Halo. CE all day.
Right, and that was like. Even that is like a janky port. That wasn't an official port.
Right, it wasn't. It wasn't like the official game or anything like that.
Right,
I don't think.
And it was multiplayer only, I think.
Yeah, I don't even.
That's all I saw people play.
Yeah, it's only multiplayer. But I was like one of the crazy things I remembered about like Halo, like back in the day. That was before like I even knew like Halo was like a real thing.
Right.
So that's what I remember with that. But whenever I played on PlayStation, whenever I was like really starting to get into gaming, I played on PlayStation 2. That was when I first started gaming.
Mm.
But
so what did you play on that?
On PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
I played Ice Age.
Like the movie video game?
Ice Age. You played as what's his name? The Sabretooth? We named him
Antonio Banderas, I think is his name in real life.
No, not his real name. What's his
Well, no, I don't remember his
Okay, well you played as a Sabretooth and you're chasing down like a gazelle or something, and it's like basically like a race game. So you're trying to get to this gazelle and eat him.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the whole game, or is that one game mode?
It's a game mode, and then there's another game mode. It's like mini arcade games, I'd say, is what it was.
Of Ice Age.
Yeah, that's what I played, and then Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh wow.
Oh no,
on
not
the PS2?
5. Not 5.
San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Okay, San Andreas.
San Andreas, I played the crap out of, and I had my little piece of paper beside me, all the cheat codes.
Cheat codes, yeah.
Flying car every time.
Yep, flying car, moon gravity,
yeah,
like that kind
my
of.
My bicycle could fly in the air. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had to I memorized my couple little cheat codes on my controller, like the main ones, but then I always had my paper beside me with all the cheat codes on it.
Yeah. PS2, there was this Pac-Man, 3D Pac-Man.
Okay.
We got Pac-Man 3D. I think that might have been one of the games that was just came with it at the bottom of the Escalade. That like, it was below below the back seat.
Wow.
And that was like that car had like the little screen on the back of the seat in front of you. I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the screen that folds down from the ceiling. I don't remember, but we would play the PS2. Mm-hmm. You just hook it up to like this little center console like on the back.
Yeah.
And we'd play, Pac-Man 3D was a big one. And I was like all about like 100%ing that game.
Yeah.
And then Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Okay, yeah.
2000, the original 2005 or whatever. Played the crap out of that. Like that game, we used that game to kill the PS2.
Yeah, that was a death.
Me and Adam would play that game constantly.
Yeah.
Like that was, it's Star Wars, dude.
Yeah.
It's
your favorite
and
movie
at the
trilogy.
time it's like the best Star Wars game ever.
Right.
Like
yeah.
it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, and on a PS2 on a little screen TV like this big or whatever, as a kid, it looks just like real life pretty much to a kid,
yeah.
So yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2, we played it so much, and eventually, like, I'm sure it was as simple as like a bunch of dust is on the fan of the PS2, but we're kids, we don't know how to fix that kind of stuff. So it just starts overheating. But we figured out if you put a fan on it, it would last a little bit longer. So what we would do is we would always boot up the PS2. Me and Adam would play Battlefront for as long as we could, and it would overheat and auto shut off.
Uh-huh.
And then we would literally play for like 5 minutes. Like we're like speed booting it up, like
Right.
hurry up, do this, press the start, press get thing, hurry up and get to a game mode.
Just to be able to play one
Just to
game
be able
or
to
half
play-
a game.
Yeah, no, we would never finish one. Like towards the end,
Was and Battlefront 2 back then, that was single player, right? Or a co-op?
Yeah, right.
Co-op.
Yeah, there might have been
Like a split screen kind of deal.
There was no online stuff on
Right, okay.
PS2. So.
Okay. I remember another PS2 game I played was Spider-Man. It was like one of the first Spider-Man games where you could like actually like sling your webs
Right.
and like
Everybody
building.
says that until the most recent Spider-Man game, that was the best one ever.
Yeah, that was a really good one. I played that one a lot too.
And I'm sure a lot of people still say that's the best one ever. It's got a really good swinging in it and stuff.
Yeah, the swinging was crazy.
I don't think I ever had that game though. We didn't have a lot. We had Shrek Racing.
Shrek Racing.
It's like Mario Kart, but it's like Shrek Kart or whatever.
Man, I also
Except
played.
it's bad.
Speaking of racing, I also play a lot of Wii. Like that time. I played a lot of Guitar Hero.
Mm-hmm.
I love me and my family. We love Guitar Hero and Wii bowling.
Yeah.
We love Wii bowling. We had so many crazy intense Wii bowling matches.
Yeah. Once we had a Wii and everything, we'd play all the Mario games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me and Adam both play all the Mario games. We'd have Mario Party, Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You know, all that stuff for when we had friends over and whatnot.
Right, man.
And then we had Guitar Hero. We actually had Band Hero.
We
had with the drum set,
the drum set,
and the guitars and everything. So
man, I was
never
good at the drums.
I was for a while there. I was like all about the drums.
Oh yeah. There's also that Rock Band that has like the microphone where you could sing, or was that also?
Yes.
Okay, I was like Rock Band. I think you could sing. You can do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I think it had a bass and everything.
Yeah.
You could actually have a full band.
But yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But yeah, I played a lot on Wii. I think I played Super Mario World.
Okay. Yeah.
That was like really like the biggest.
Super Mario Galaxy?
Galaxy, not World.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Super Mario
was really
Galaxy
good.
was crazy to me. That was like I was like immersed in that game.
Yes.
It felt like a open world game to me. I was like,
both of those games are amazing.
I beat both of those and I love them to death.
Yeah.
They were crazy.
Yeah, both of those games are amazing.
That's what really like introduced me to Mario, even though it's like Mario goes so far back.
Right.
But I guess that's when I first started learning about it.
Yeah, Mario goes back like basically to the roots of gaming.
Oh yeah,
like
roots.
In 81
roots
or
of
something.
gaming. Yeah, that's what I think. That and on the Wii was probably like my favorite game, and then it goes the Wii Sports, and then Guitar Hero.
Did you ever have like the Wii Sports Advanced or whatever?
No,
like,
I always had just the basic
where
one
it
that
wasn't
came with the Wii.
Wii Sports. I forget what it was called. Wii Sports Resort. That's what it was called.
Resort. No, I played it at my friend's
It
house.
had like basketball on it.
Yeah,
and,
basketball on it.
One where
Had,
you
like,
fly a plane and stuff.
and then
They
like
were really fun.
the tanks that you could do tank battles.
Yeah, the tank battles.
And the cow racing and stuff.
There's a lot of really fun
and
stuff.
fishing. You could do fishing on there.
I think the Wii holds up, man. Like
It
I
does.
could play Wii games today.
Oh, I could too.
All day.
All day. I wish they'd make like a different Wii, like a Wii 2 or something like that.
The Wii 2, yeah.
I guess they made the Wii U.
Right, but that was just kind of just crap. For
it was crap.
We did have a Wii U.
They need to make the Wii again and then to remake all the original games. Like Wii Bowling and everything.
Right.
Just kind of like,
Exactly like they
up
were.
them up a little bit. But yeah, we were talking about, they need to remake the Wii games.
Yeah.
And just kind of make them a little, like, just, what do they call it? I'm totally blanking in my head. Remastering the game.
Yeah, maybe so. Usually they do that for graphics.
For graphics, right.
And for the Wii, like, it doesn't matter.
No.
They're all, like, weird polygon, like,
yeah,
cone-headed, like,
they could do something.
Players.
They could do something, and I feel like I would play the crap out of it.
Oh, yeah,
I played a lot of DS.
They've got great stuff that's similar on the Switch because it's got the motion controls still.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. The Switch I think is basically the new Wii, in a way. But
yeah. There's a lot of great stuff on the Switch.
Yeah, there is
great single player games. I don't have anything that's like a sports game though.
No. I
mean, Wii Bowling was like classic.
Oh man,
I always wanted to bowl a 300. I could never get it. I could get like a 268 or maybe even I might have even hit the 280s. Where like it's almost all strikes.
I love the Wii Bowl today. So I was so little when I played.
Yeah,
I'd love to get in the Wii Bowling today. Right. But yeah, I also played DS. I don't know if you played DS.
Yep, Nintendo DS.
But I think the biggest game I played on there was and before DS I played PSP. Ratchet and Clank, and Spyro.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the games I played.
Right, yeah, that's classic
my
stuff.
Gosh, those are my favorite games on PSP.
I'd
play the crap out of Spyro like all day.
Mm-hmm.
The little dragon dude. That was like my fantasy world. I was like, I'm a little dragon flying around.
Right. Yeah, it is cool.
And then Ratchet and Clank was just like I don't know what about that game I liked. It was just like a. Did you play Ratchet and Clank?
No, I played a little bit of Spyro. Never played Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, Ratchet and Clank was like you could switch between the two. I think.
Right.
It was just like a story game. They've remastered the Ratchet and Clanks. I think.
Did you ever have a Game Boy?
Game Boy, I did.
We used to have a Game
Boy.
Boy.
But we shared the Game Boy between me and my two brothers. So it didn't really last a while.
Right.
I think
probably your older brother played it all the time.
Yeah, my older brother Skylar probably played it a lot.
And just beat you guys up.
Yeah.
And then plays it more. That's what I would do.
Right. Without.
Yeah.
But on my DS, I play a lot of Pokemon. I've always been a big Pokemon guy.
I never got into Pokemon, man.
Yeah.
Everything I know about Pokemon, I know from Super Smash Bros.
Right. Yeah.
Which we also would play on the Wii U.
Yeah. And I'm never good. I've never gotten good at Smash Bros. I'd love to, but you guys would smack me in it.
Yeah.
And I have played with you guys when you guys did smack me in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash Bros is fun, man.
It is. It really is.
But I'm a very competitive person, so when I'm playing something like Smash Bros, which is direct competition.
Oh yeah, it is.
I've got to be the best.
In Smash Bros, I feel like there's so much going on whenever you have a lot of people playing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where to go or how to even strategize in that game.
Right. Especially I like to play no items, on a flat map. That's how I like to play.
Flat map, okay.
Straight competitive nature.
Like the flat map where you can actually get there's just a rectangle you can get hit off the side of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant a ever going straight map.
There's maps like that too, which are fine, but I prefer the map with a ledge.
Right, so you can fall off.
And no platforms, not like Battlefield. I think it's called Battlefield.
So just one ledge, no hopping up to different levels.
Yeah, it's called oh man, I can't think of it. It's in space or whatever, but it's literally one platform.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. If you go off the edge, you die.
Right.
If you fall, you die.
So it's just straight up.
There's nothing else to stand on. It's just.
Is it usually a 1v1 kind of deal, or do you usually do multiple people?
Either, but I really prefer probably 1v1.
1v1.
Or at least maybe 4 people, but I could do it on a bigger map, but then we're all 1v, no teams.
Right.
But sometimes it's teams. You can really go either way. But right. I always like no items.
Do you ever whenever you're playing Smash, you can do teams, right?
Yeah.
But have you ever done it where it's a free for all and you end up teaming up with somebody to kill one person? I'm sure you have. That
definitely happens. It's because what happens is you have stocks, which is your lives, and once you notice everybody's got one life left. One guy's got three lives.
It's all right, we need to team up with this guy and get him out of here.
And then everybody comes after him. I feel like normally that's me that people come after.
Because if you put down a guy that only has one life left, it's just you and that guy that has 3.
Right.
So it'd be smarter to make the play.
So once everybody notices, hey, this guy's got 3 stocks, it's everybody's after him.
Bombarded him.
Yeah. Smash Bros is really fun.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people enjoy it.
Yeah, I've got some buddies that all they ever had was Nintendo stuff. Mm-hmm. They never were allowed to have Xbox or anything. So when we would go to their house, which was pretty often, we would have little parties there for their birthdays and stuff.
Right.
That was Smash Bros.
All the time.
Smash most of the time it would be Smash Bros. All night.
Yeah, Smash Bros.
Or a Mario Kart on the DS.
Oh man, Mario Kart's a classic.
Because you could Bluetooth them almost, over Wi-Fi or whatever.
Right.
We would all just play Mario Kart constantly, just all night.
Uh-huh.
And then it gets to we're in the middle of the night and we're playing on our little DSs, and then we hear the parents coming and we all flip the DS closed, you hear the room all the DS is closed.
Right. Yeah.
And then the parents come in and they're we're gonna need you guys to quiet down. And,
they know you guys are so awake.
But to a little boy, there's nothing funnier than being told you have to be quiet. So we're all sitting in the dark, and everything's funny at that point.
You're
right, you hear someone laughing, and then everybody just dies.
Just burst out laughing. Yeah.
Or I would always love for it to it goes quiet, and then I would say something, and whatever I would say,
what is going on?
Right, I would say something that it doesn't even have to be funny.
Right,
because as a kid it is.
Yeah.
And then we just all die laughing.
Uh-huh.
But that was definitely on the DS.
Oh yeah, DS.
We got some serious DS hours, Nintendo DS hours.
Yeah, if there was a way to calculate all the hours I had on all my platforms I've owned, I wish there was a way. Nowadays you can calculate your hours or your games and whatnot.
That would be something to see all the DS hours.
Yeah,
I still have my DS. It still works perfectly.
You still have your DS?
Yeah.
No way.
It still works perfectly. Man. It's amazing. The thing's amazing.
I wish I had
if I charge it
kept
up,
all my stuff.
If I charge that thing up, it's brand new.
Oh man. Like some of like the best DS games, like some of the best Pokemon games I ever played are like only available like on DS now.
Yeah. Did you have a DS or the DS Advance?
I had like almost all the DSs. I feel like.
Yeah, I think
I went through so many DSs.
I never had
like,
the 3DSs.
Original DS. Then I had like the DS XL and the 2DS.
Okay,
and
right.
I don't think I had the 2DS XL. And then the last DS I had was like the 3DS.
Right. I had the regular DS first, which was like the real fat one.
Yeah, the fat DS.
And then I had like the DS Advance or something. It's called something like that.
Yeah.
And that was the one that I had forever, and I still have.
Yeah. But I remember like on the 2DS, I think I put in the most hours on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the little Picto chat. Like you can get into like
right.
you get into like these little servers like with the people around you and like or in the same Wi-Fi. And I always remember coloring in that black box all the way and just like copying and pasting it all the time. It was
I used to always get on my Game Boy while we were on road trips and just try to like find anyone. Like I'm like maybe that car right there,
passing by.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like maybe somebody in there is wanting to play Mario Kart. I'm like just trying to find anybody. Like
Yeah.
I don't think I ever once found anyone.
No.
I don't even know if it's possible.
No, probably not.
That's how they work. But
no.
I'm just like, man, if I could just find them. Like one of these cars near me. There's got to be a little boy playing a Game Boy or a DS.
Yeah, like those are some of like the funnest gaming times I've had. I feel like right now I'm in like a gaming drought.
Yeah.
Like right now it's a gaming drought for me.
Like there's not that many games out there that are really killer.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like here in the last 4-year span, and what's been the biggest gaming year
in the last 4 years?
Like so from 2020 to 2016. I'm trying to think of the.
What are some great games that have come out recently?
Right.
I played Luigi's Mansion 3 lately. It's really good. It came out like 2019, I think.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of like the biggest year in this last 4 years.
Breath of the Wild was excellent.
Zelda Breath of the Wild?
Yeah. I don't know what year that came out. I don't remember. Super Mario Odyssey was excellent. Again, I don't remember the year that it came out.
Right.
But these were all around the same time frame of recently, you know?
Yeah.
Man, what else has really come out lately that's been killer over the last couple of years?
I'm trying to think of like a story game that people have loved.
Yeah. Witcher 3 was 2015, I think.
Okay, so that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But that was a killer game.
Yeah, right.
Killer. I mean, definitely. Everybody loved that game.
Huge, yeah.
Staple in the
wildly
industry.
Successful.
Yeah.
Red Dead, the first Red Dead for sure.
Yeah, I feel like
Red Dead Revolver, but Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption, that was like 2011 or something.
Yeah, I want to say it was like 2010, 2011.
And then the Red Dead 2 story was really popular, I feel like. The story part, the online was a disappointment to a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't think the online really
But the story of Red Dead 2, everybody loved. And like just the immersive feel of the game.
The characters are great.
And the characters, right, yeah. The voice actors and everybody, yeah.
Definitely.
And it was a pretty lengthy game. I beat the whole game.
Yeah, it's super lengthy.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I beat it in like... Actually, I grinded that game, like the story, in like 3 days.
Honestly, it's been a long time since a good Halo game has come out. Like, especially since a great Halo game has come out.
Yeah, I'm sure you've told me this. What's your favorite Halo? I love Combat Evolved. After all the ones I've played, I love Combat Evolved.
Combat Evolved is excellent. Like, and I can definitely see where you're coming from on multiplayer.
Yeah. I haven't played this. I haven't fully played this. I want to like
right.
I can talk about Halo a little bit now because we've been playing it a lot.
Yeah.
I love now like that we've been playing Firefight. Like, I think I'd really, really, really love to get into like the story mode.
Right. Well, that's just from ODST as well that we've been playing. Halo 3 ODST, which is like a small, really small game in comparison to Halo 3, which is kind of what it's kicked off of, obviously.
Yeah.
But my favorite would be Halo 2 because on the original Xbox, that was what got me into Halo. Mm-hmm. We didn't have one, but my sister's boyfriend at the time did. Mm-hmm. And he would bring it over and leave it in my sister's room. So I would go down there and play on his Xbox and play Halo 2 all the time. So I've always loved Halo. Halo 2 was what got me into it. And then, you know, I played all the ones after that, but I got really into the first, you know, Combat Evolved when it came out on Anniversary in like 2000.
Anniversary Edition.
11. Right. 2011, it came out Anniversary Edition for the 360. So I never played it originally, but I was able to play it then, and I just loved it. I mean, the game's amazing.
Right.
But, like, I don't know. The original trilogy is, like, perfect. It's like almost a flawless trilogy.
And I think like a lot of people's opinion is 3's best multiplayer, or
yes, a lot of fans prefer Halo 3 altogether. Just the story, just multiplayer, everything. It's just Halo 3 is like most people's choice.
And I heard a really interesting thing from Summit. He said his favorite multiplayer is 5.
Yeah, Halo 5 does have really fun multiplayer.
It's a lot more.
Campaign
I think they said it's more fast paced. Yeah,
in a way, it makes it feel more fast paced. Okay. I think it's actually less athletic.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of things like clambering, sprinting, and like all these little things. You think they speed you up, but actually it just slows you down because it adds animation frames where you can't shoot. So, say in Halo 3, anywhere that you want to go, you're always moving at top speed.
Mm-hmm.
If you're jumping up somewhere, you're crouch jumping, which I feel it takes more skill
it does.
to pull off than just a clamber, which is just holding jump. And you auto pick yourself up. But with a crouch jump and all that kind of stuff, you can be moving forward, backwards. You can be shooting, punching, throwing grenades, anything at top speed. But then in like Halo 5, to do any of this stuff slows you way down. Like it feels like, because your guy's running, he's like going, and you see the animation, so you feel like, oh, I'm going turbo, full speed or whatever. And now I'm clambering, I'm picking myself up, I'm like all over the place so fast. It's actually just so much slower because they're adding these frames in that are, while you're doing the clamber, you can't shoot. So if you get killed while clambering, then it's just that tiny bit of a second.
I understand. It's like
if you get killed by that, you're like this.
It's the animations,
yeah.
Which a lot of games nowadays have. It's like vaulting over walls,
vaulting, clambering, sprint. It's just it's the modern gaming era. This is like where we are. Every game has this stuff.
Right.
Like it's what do they always call it? Advanced movement or something like that. Advanced movement.
Yeah, I think you're going the right way. I
something movement. Anyway.
Advanced movement system, maybe?
It's just like every game has always talked about having advanced movement or like, whatever this crap is. It's always the same stuff. Clamber, sliding, like where when you're running, if you're sprinting at full speed and then you crouch, you slide. Like
that's why I'm loving CS a lot now.
Right.
It's like
so simple.
It's so simple, and it's like everybody's at the same advantage. If you make a wrong peak,
right,
it's your fault. I mean, if you die, it's your fault.
Right. So the one thing, there's massive difference between the gameplay styles of like Halo and CS:GO, because Halo, like I said, you're moving at full speed. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Right.
You're jumping backwards, throwing grenades, punching.
Right.
If you do that in CS:GO, you're not hitting a single shot.
No.
Because you're going shooting at your bullets.
Yeah, your pattern is crazy if you're moving.
You gotta be like not moving at all and just go ting ting.
Yeah, just
like do a little peek and stop and then.
Yeah, it has so much. You gotta have a lot of self control in CS.
Right.
I don't know. I never really thought I'd like CS. Like whenever I first started gaming, I was like, oh man, I would never love to play CS.
Right.
Because I was like, oh, it's kind of an old game.
It is an old game. What year did CS:GO come out? Do you know?
I don't know.
It's been a while.
I can look it up.
It's been a while. But yeah, CS:GO is definitely a classic of gaming. I mean, first-person shooters really kicked off with GoldenEye and Halo. And most of like what we go by with a modern game now started with Halo Combat Evolved. Like the 2-gun system.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing before.
No.
You would just take your scroll wheel and scroll through like 100 guns.
Yeah.
And then Halo brought in like the 2-gun system. And now like basically every game goes by that. You know?
Yeah.
You have 2 guns.
2 guns. Primary and secondary.
Right. If anything, you might have 2 guns and a pistol.
Yeah. Like a sidearm.
Right.
Right. Like if you're playing I know a Division does that. I don't know if you ever played the Divisions.
No. But like a lot of BRs are kind of like
that. BRs. Yeah, they're like that too.
But the 2-gun system is like
standard.
That's it. Right. That's a huge part of modern gaming and stuff.
It is.
Like, just the way that you look and move and everything. That's Halo. It all comes back down to Halo, which popularized and invented, or anyway, it brought a lot of this into play. So there are a lot of classic games that I think still really hold up.
And I feel like Halo doesn't get the love it deserves because it was only
not in the modern day, maybe.
Right, not in the modern day.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was released on PlayStation, it might have.
I don't know, man. Halo 2 and 3 were like the biggest releases of all media of all time. Like the Halo 2 release, like, or maybe it was either 2 or 3. I mean, they were both massive releases, but like they were making more money on release day than any media.
What I'm saying
more than
is,
any movie, any game, anything that had ever come out. So
yeah,
if this comes out, it's the biggest thing ever. Boom, it's crazy.
What I'm saying is, I think it gets a lot of hate from like PlayStation people that have never played before.
Right? Yeah, it definitely does.
Like without ever playing the game.
Right. That was always a big thing as a kid. I was like, everybody knew I was the Halo guy.
The Halo guy, right?
So then, if anybody's a PlayStation guy,
they're the Call of Duty guy.
Right. They're the Call of Duty guy. And there would always be these arguments at school. Not like I'm at your throat kind of argument, but like I'm obviously my game's
See, I feel like
superior.
I feel like the Xbox players were way more like in tune because they had both the game. They had Halo and Call of Duty, so they could respect both. But just PlayStation had
they've got no comparison.
No comparison.
Battlefield,
Battlefield,
but nobody talked about Battlefield.
Nobody. Everybody understands that Battlefield was nothing compared to Call of Duty or Halo.
As far as popularization, but there are some really good Battlefield.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I love
definitely better than some Call of Duty games.
Yeah, definitely.
I was never a Call of Duty fan.
I that's all I played on.
The most recent one I've played, Modern Warfare. I've played definitely more than any of them.
Yeah.
Any other Call of Duty I've barely touched or not touched.
I've always been a Call of Duty kid because I played on 3. I played on PlayStation 3 when I was a kid. I was that guy. I was the guy that didn't have an Xbox 360.
Right. Me and you would be at each other's throats.
We probably would. I didn't have anything to say about other games. I respected games. I loved games. Still do.
Right. Man, I was always the Halo guy. I remember there was this one kid. I think it was like 8th grade, and I had never hung out with him. He was kind of newer. Like most of us at that school had known each other since like 1st grade. He came in like maybe 6th or 7th grade, I don't know. But he challenged me like to play Halo, like in a 1v1.
Oh god.
And I had a birthday party coming up. And looking back on it, I think he just challenged that because he wanted to come to my party,
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I probably
smart guy.
Maybe so. He was a smart guy, I think. I don't know. We were kids, but
right.
I'm sure I probably would have invited him anyway. But it was kind of like everybody was kind of talking about like Anthony's gonna 1v1 with this guy. So then
So you invited him to your birthday party because of this?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it was like part of it because like if it's my birthday,
were you guys
party,
friends before? Were you guys friends before this, or
we're not like friendly, acquaintances. Like we would maybe like talk to each other at school and stuff. We didn't hang out outside of school.
I got you.
And as a kid, who do you really hang out with anyway? Like your friends you've had since 1st grade.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, he comes to my party. We're all playing Halo and stuff. So it comes down to the moment of like the 1v1. And I remember we were playing Halo. It was probably Halo Reach. I think we played. Yeah, it would have been Halo Reach. And we played on a map that's from the first Halo. It's the one with the big archway that goes through the middle and it's like in a canyon.
Yeah.
There's a base on either side.
Yeah.
It's called Battle Creek or Blood Gulch. There's a lot of different names for it because it's been remastered and stuff.
Okay. I think I've heard of Blood Gulch.
Yeah, so we play there and it was just, I remember specifically, it was just a slaughter. I destroyed him. We went to 25. I think he killed me like 3 times.
Oh my god.
Maybe 5 times.
Because you're like low on, you're maybe low on health from all the other battles. Like
right,
a combination of like 15 battles you're low. So
right. And he gets me with a rocket launcher or something.
Yeah.
But I remember like it didn't even like feel great because it's not like it was like close and it was just like I was just the whole time like, wow, I'm obliterating this guy. Like this kid's getting destroyed.
Right.
But yeah, Halo has always been a huge like if we had a party at my house, we were playing Halo and maybe Smash Bros. We were playing Halo and Smash Bros.
Right.
If we had a party at my other friend's house, we were playing Smash Bros. The whole time and Mario Kart.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, those are definitely some of the biggest multiplayer like experiences and influences on my gaming career.
And it was the opposite for me. And I feel like it was a little different for me because I just didn't know as much. I feel like and I didn't care as much. I was just happy to be able to play what I had. I guess in the time, and I didn't know much about like exclusives on Xbox compared to like PlayStation. So I was like, okay.
I didn't think back in the day. I didn't know PlayStation had anything.
Right.
All I know is Xbox has Halo.
Right.
They have a lot more than that, but at the time, I just know Xbox has Halo, PlayStation has.
I had heard that Xbox has Halo, and I was like, all right, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I don't get to play it, so it doesn't matter. I'll just play Call of Duty of what I've always played.
Right.
So that's what I grew up playing: Call of Duty, and then my other little games I played. But like the multiplayer games, it was Call of Duty, and I always sucked at Call of Duty.
Right.
Until like, I didn't start getting good at games until I got a little older.
Right. To like at least like maybe high school, early high school.
I'm gonna say like late middle school, like 7th, 8th grade.
Right.
And then like whenever I was 9th grade, that's when I was getting good at games. And like I just started gaming so hard starting then and to now that like I feel like my gaming experiences like when I was younger were more just for the fun of it than more like for the competitive aspect of it.
Right.
So nowadays, I'm a little bit of everything. I want to be competitive. I enjoy the games. It's just more all in all experience in gaming.
Right.
It's like right now, I feel like.
Well, also like
that's why I'm so bummed out that we're like in a drought of games,
dude. But when you were like in that era you were just talking about, like 9th grade, whatever. That's when you and me started playing.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
And then sooner or later PUBG.
Yeah.
That was like
whenever that came out,
sophomore or junior years, I think. For me, you were probably like senior.
I don't know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, probably more like a senior or something. But
it's already been 3 years out of high school.
So for you and I, our combined history meets at GTA 5.
Yeah, it is.
That was where we first played games together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was when I first got my Xbox One. That's like that first day.
Right.
That's when we started playing. I remember that day.
Like Christmas Day, probably.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, Christmas Day
is what it was.
It's awesome.
It was great.
Good times, man.
GTA 5 was a great game. It still is a great game.
Yeah, in a way. It can be.
It can be, yeah.
It's just it's plagued with a lot of stupid issues that
I don't know if they're ever going to get to GTA 6, man. I'd love for them to, so I can play, but
they still make too much money off GTA 5.
Way too much.
Off the shark cards and stuff. People wail for it. So
who buys shark cards, man?
I don't know. Somebody's out there buying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for
Scammers like selling fake shark cards.
Yeah, well, maybe, I don't know,
man.
But Rockstar's making so much money off of it, they don't care about.
There's so much ways to make money in GTA. I would never think of buying a shark card.
Yeah, it's because they add all these new. They added
clubs. There's like 70 million clubs. There's VIPs. You got motorcycle club.
Right.
You have like the cocaine thing. I guess that's
right. But that's all to make money.
Yeah, to make money.
That's all spend money to make money. Mm-hmm. What you really want usually is like a car, and like to upgrade it and stuff. It's all so ridiculously expensive.
Oh yeah.
You're like $5 million.
Yeah.
10 million in to one car that's going to be like really cool, and they always add these new cars.
Yeah, so your car always gets old.
Yeah, right.
Like the Zentorno, that's the one I have to this day on my Xbox
That was
account.
The coolest car.
That was the coolest car. I had that, and I never bought a shark card to get it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like $700,000 back then.
I saved up all my money to get it, and then I got it, and then that was the only car I had in my garage.
Might have even been less. How much
when I bought it, I bought it for $1,250,000.
Oh man, that's a lot. Yeah, cars that come out now is 2, 3, 5 million.
Yeah,
ridiculous,
crazy amounts of money. Crazy amounts of money, man.
So that's how they, make all the money off that kind of stuff. But I don't know, man. We've had
game developers these days, man. All about the money, man. Greedy sons of guns.
Spitting out these games before they're even done.
Oh my gosh, it's like Cyberpunk, man.
And they're not
for the consoles at least.
Yeah, for consoles, definitely.
I mean, I feel like people have said the game's great.
Yeah,
in terms of that,
it's got a great atmosphere, and
right?
Characters.
And in terms of releasing it, I guess before they try to fix all the bugs on console,
right,
was a little bit of a disappointment to console players.
Yeah, I still haven't finished it. I'm gonna start doing whenever I stream, I'm gonna start doing more story missions.
Definitely should.
Because if I do all the side missions and stuff, I'll stream Cyberpunk for 100 hours before I beat it. Just from doing every side mission. Because that's kind of how I am.
I love that.
Okay, I got to do my lowest level missions and get all... I wanted to do 100%.
In Red Dead, that's how I was. Like the original Red Dead,
right.
I played that game 7 times. 7 or 8 times to beat the story.
Yeah.
And the first...
game's amazing.
The first 2 times, I did before I ever did... I made sure all my side missions were done before I even started the story mission.
Yeah.
Like all my side missions were like unavailable until I did another mission.
Right.
That's how I was with Red Dead, which I really love that.
Red Dead Redemption is a very good game.
I love just the outlaw.
That's probably why I love cowboy stuff so much.
Oh yeah,
that's probably part of it.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. And Red Dead 2 just looks so amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Being
and
in
the details and stuff
yeah.
like are unbelievable.
They actually sell Red Dead Online now for 2.
Like Red Dead Online only.
Yeah, they sell it only like separately from the game for like $5.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting it on PC just to see what it looks like, but
yeah, I feel like maybe they do that because not enough people care.
I beat the story already,
online.
So I mean, like.
Well, if you own Red Dead, then
you
online's part of it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, cowboy stuff is it's always been so cool.
Oh, it's so awesome, man.
And like what made pirate stuff so cool is Pirates of the
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean, man.
That's like
it's a
before Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates weren't really a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't in media like they are now.
Yeah, Johnny Depp fills that role of Jack Sparrow.
Definitely.
Amazingly, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh.
Man, and that first Curse of the Black Pearl is the best Pirates movie by far.
Oh yes.
But
is that
that's the very first
one? Okay.
Yeah. The first 3 are all amazing.
Yeah. The first 3
with Davy Jones in the second and third.
Mm-hmm.
That's the trilogy of
I think
Pirates.
My favorite was 3, but I loved all 3.
Mm.
And then the ones after those, they're okay.
Right.
They're still Pirates of the Caribbean, but
they're
nothing compared to the first 3,
no,
man. Gosh, the first 3 were amazing.
That's something about Indiana Jones. Like, well, they did come back and make a 4th one like years later, but the first 3 Indiana Jones, same with Star Wars. Like, they just knocked it out of the park.
Right. Yeah.
All 3 of them are amazing. Some people don't like Temple of Doom as much, but they complain about character regression and stuff. But it's actually a prequel. The second Indiana Jones actually is before the first one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize that because it's not made super clear, I guess. Like, if you're not paying attention. Because the first game, I don't know, I'm just going to guess, is in, like, 1939. Somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And then did I say first game?
You said first game. I was about to say, did you just say first game?
First movie.
First movie.
Second movie is in, like, 37 or something. And it does give you the title card, like the date card or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And tells you. But if you're not paying attention to that specifically, then, you might not notice.
Right, yeah.
But Indiana Jones, first 3, all amazing. First 3 Star Wars, incredible.
Yeah. Which I still need to watch. I just bought a Roku, so...
oh, okay.
Yeah, cause what I had was to watch, like, my Disney Plus. Like, I really don't like watching stuff on my phone.
Right, no.
So, like, on my little, like, DVR thing at my house it didn't have Disney Plus. It was so old, it only had Netflix.
Wow.
So I was like, man, I want to get... That's probably what's been my number one thing in not watching Star Wars. I guess,
you need to watch them here. Because I have them on Blu-ray. They look so much better than if you stream them.
Right, yeah. I definitely needed to.
Or at my parents' house in the basement. We should do a Blu-ray. Yeah, we should do a Blu-ray marathon, Star Wars marathon in the basement.
Definitely have to do that.
There's so many incredible classic movies. Which, by the way, I got Sahara on Blu-ray. I'm sure you've heard me talk about that movie. Do you remember that?
No, I've never heard you talk about that movie.
It's called Sahara. It's like Matthew McConaughey and Steve Zahn.
You have talked about it. Never mind.
That movie's amazing. I got it on Blu-ray for Christmas.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, what a movie. I've never seen it on Blu-ray. Only DVD, I think. So, but what's really so amazing about that movie is the music, the atmosphere, the characters that they create and stuff. It's not just visuals like some movies kind of.
Right. Yeah.
There's so many great movie series out there.
Oh yeah, there are definitely. Like we talked about this on our original first episode. It's really been a disappointment to me that they haven't released the rest of the movies. But I love the first Avatar, which you said you weren't really
big
fan of.
Yeah, I've always said
I loved it. But we talked about
cool.
it. Yeah, it's cool.
I saw it in theaters. With my brother-in-law. It's good. It's cool.
Yeah.
And, especially as a kid, because at the time when it came out, it was like revolutionary with the effects.
I think that's what it was for me, and that's why I still love it. When I first watched it, I was a little younger. I'm a year and a half younger than you?
I thought you were going to ask me how old you are. You should know.
I'm like a year and a half younger than you or something like that.
Yeah, I'm about to be 23 and you're about to be 21, so about 2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years younger than you. So I was I don't know when that movie came out. A long time ago. I think like
2008.
2008. I was 8 years old.
Something.
I was a kid when I watched that movie. So, right. as you know, I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, this movie. I mean,
right.
Like the fantasy of it is what I loved about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I loved it as a kid too.
Yeah.
I never loved it like I love Star Wars and stuff.
No.
But it was always like a cool movie, and if it's if that's what we brought on the road trip or something, I'll probably watch it.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's how it was then. Now I don't know. I mean, if Avatar 2 came out in the theaters, I'd go see it.
Yeah,
I would probably rewatch Avatar before it, just to have it in my head. But then they're like, "Oh, we're making 6 Avatars, and we're filming them all." That's
That's what's disappointing to me is that they didn't come through.
Yeah, I want to see the footage. They said they were going to film them all at the same time. Did they ever film anything?
They said that 2021 that there's a movie coming out December 2021, which is basically 2022.
I don't know if I believe that, man.
I'd love to, but I can't believe it.
Have you seen an official title card or anything? Avatar 2? What's it called?
It's called The Way of the Water.
Okay, so it has an official title.
Yeah. Avatar: The Way of the Water.
It's kind of a crap title, huh?
I don't know, man. There's books.
Sounds like Duke. Is it based off of books?
There's books.
But is it based off of
I don't know if it's based off books.
But it's not. I think the original Avatar was a James Cameron original, right?
Yeah.
That's not based off of a book or anything?
No.
I don't think. But man, speaking of James Cameron and just other series, like I said, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, like flawless trilogies, pretty much.
Yeah,
incredible trilogies. Mm-hmm. If you go back to other like staples of media, like Alien, Predator, Terminator, yeah. None of those have 3 good movies in a row.
No,
never. They've got great movies, never 3 in a row. I mean, maybe some of them have 3 good movies, but 3 great movies, let alone in a row, like of a trilogy, it's just it's a rarity.
It's unheard of. Yeah,
yeah, it's a rarity.
Unless you're talking about Star Wars or Indiana
Star
Jones.
Wars is definitely like the perfect trilogy of like the original trilogy.
Of course, people have their opinions on that,
right? But they're wrong, and I'm right,
and you're right.
Of course. That's how it goes. That's more like no, but I don't know. Like Terminator, the first Terminator is really, really good. It's great.
Right.
Terminator 2 is incredible. Terminator 3, I think I still haven't finished it, just because it's so boring immediately. It sucks. Predator is really good. The first Predator is amazing. The second one, it was fine, I guess. And then they're just all terrible, pretty much.
Yeah.
And like Alien, it's great, excellent, amazing. Aliens, which is the second movie.
You see a trend in this.
Which is really good. Alien 3, terrible, man. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's like Alien 3 hit that weird point in cinema where CGI was kind of just existing. So they're like, oh, wow, this is a thing. We have to use it constantly and terribly. And it looks awful, but it's brand new, so we think it looks really cool and stuff, but there's no rewatchability to that. Because if you go back and watch it, you're like, this looks awful. And there's also just dumb ideas in that movie and similar titles, but right. I mean, I don't know. What are some big movie series to you that like? I mean, there's Harry Potter, which is hugely popular.
Big movie series to me. Oh man, I'm trying to think, dude. I mean, of course it was Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That was always the
that's
big
3
one.
in a row that were all really good.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean was great. Man, I'm trying to wrap my head around, like, I can't really say anything about.
Did you ever watch Harry Potter?
I did, but like I wasn't. I wasn't like that's how I was. I was like, they're fine. I wasn't the biggest Harry Potter fan.
Right. Yeah.
There was always those like group of girls at school. I was like the biggest Harry
I
Potter.
was gonna say, like, if some people here say that, most people about Harry Potter, they either think it's okay or maybe I've never seen it. They think
like the people that did
lame, or they're just obsessed.
If the people that were obsessed with Harry Potter had every single book in their backpack and never took it out, or like they took them out, but they never let them like leave their possession.
Right. They're always within sight.
Like their books everywhere. So if anybody,
I mean, Harry Potter's good, and the books are really good. I've read the books as well, but the movies though, like they're good. Okay, they're not great. I think they're good. The last movie is really good. I think. The last 2 maybe.
I'm trying to think of like a trilogy of movies that's came out that's been okay, or not okay. I'm trying.
What about Fast and Furious? Do you like those?
Yeah, I like Fast and Furious. It just depends on like the movie. I love like the beginning movies, like usual.
Yeah, I feel like they're okay.
The first couple of movies.
They've
made
what they are.
bunches of movies, man.
Oh yeah, tons of movies. They've made tons of money.
Oh,
and they used to be like racing movies.
Yeah, now they're like dramas and action
and
movies.
like explosions and like tanks. They've got like jets and stuff going on probably. There's like The Rock, and he's like jumping out of helicopters, and
and like there's one that's not even like it's supposed to be like it's called Hobbs and Shaw.
Right.
I guess it's supposed to do with Fast and Furious, but it's just called Hobbs and Shaw.
Right.
Which I don't really.
It's The Rock
and Jason Statham or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know who. Yeah, you're right, Statham.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vin Diesel, but it was Statham.
Okay.
I don't know what that movie's about. I've heard it was kind of okay.
Yeah, I heard it was okay.
Maybe kind of good, but nobody wants to see a second one. That kind of thing.
Did you ever like? I wasn't really like a big fan of the movies of the Hunger Games, but they made us read. They made us read the books in middle school. I liked the books a little bit.
Yeah, I always thought they were. I mean, they were cool movies, but it's something that I'll watch once in theaters and never see it again, probably.
Yeah.
Like I used to see those with my brother-in-law Mike. Mm-hmm. He was like, when he would come into town, him and my sister lived like far away, so we'd see him like twice a year or whatever. Like Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, that's pretty much it. So then whenever he would come in town for Christmas or whatever, we would go see whatever's out in theaters. So for a few years there, it was Hunger Games.
Right.
And they were good. You know, they were fine. I feel like the first one was good. I don't remember how many. Is it 3?
3. There's 3 movies. There's a bunch. I think there's like 4 books though.
Right. Okay. Well, Harry Potter's the other way. 7 books, 8 movies.
Okay.
They stretched it.
That's right. They made 2 parts of the last. They made 2 movies of the last book.
Right.
Okay. I remember that now.
But I don't know. I mean, what was the other one that was really similar? Divergent.
Oh yeah, Divergent.
I don't know if it's really similar, but they remind me of each other.
Yeah, there's like
their style.
They got put into categories like based on something. I kind of like the idea. I love the idea of it, but I guess it could have gone a different way, or could have been a bit better.
Oh, dude, I just remembered something. The other day, I entered into combat in my bedroom with a large spider. Thing was massive.
This is way off topic.
Something like tickled me. And
okay.
It was like,
okay.
It's not a giant spider.
Right, so you went into combat with a large spider.
Yes, it was huge. I had like a blanket or like sheets or something on the floor that I had cleaned but not folded yet. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to fold them, and like onto the carpet, I launched this massive spider. Thing was like
Granddaddy Longleg,
like this big. No, dude, it was like. I don't even know. I looked at it up close because it was moving super slow. It's just like
it was dead. It was dying.
No, it was just lazy. I don't know. It was just big and fat. I don't know what it was.
Chewing up all the.
It wasn't a regular house spider. It definitely wasn't a Granddaddy Longleg, but it wasn't like a wolf spider. You know, I don't know what it was, but we have a lot of spiders around here. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, dude, what are you doing in my bedroom? You're way too big to be in my house.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weird also because. For a spider to be that big, he's been eating something.
He's been
eating bugs.
Eating all the bugs in your house, man.
Where are the bugs? I guess he's eating. He was eating them. That's why I don't have bugs.
Maybe your garage. Maybe he's just your little pet, but you killed him.
I murked him hard.
You murked the thing, man. What a poor guy.
I took a boot to him.
That poor guy was just trying to help you out, and you didn't even know it.
Okay, well, he was in the wrong room. If he was out there... No, I still would have smashed him.
You would have smashed him no matter what.
If he was in the garage...
If he was on your porch step, you would have smashed him, man.
You know, I like spiders. In a way. Because they're really good. They're a necessary part of the environment and everything. Right, they're a huge part of the ecosystem and whatnot.
Right, yeah.
Did I say economy at one point?
No, you said ecosystem.
Because they might also be part of the economy. Like a spider that big, he's probably got a checking account. I don't know. The thing was huge, man. He's been around.
He goes to the bank on Sundays.
Yeah, right. He's been around. He probably's got a little car parked out front that's just been abandoned.
Oh gosh.
I don't know, man. But like he's been eating some. But spiders, spiders are a big part of look, we need them. Yeah. They eat the
food chain and the ecosystem.
Yeah, they eat our bugs.
Yeah.
That, like keep us from being overwhelmed by bugs. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But like, don't be just that big and inside my house.
Don't be that big.
And don't be near me. Like bedroom's off limits. You know.
Maybe you should put a sign up, like really, really small, right at the edge of your door.
No spiders in.
Don't even think about it, buddy. That's what it should say.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that story because, like, it didn't feel like an execution in a way. It felt like combat because he was so big. It was like
he was fighting back.
Well, he stood a chance. It was,
but he chose not to.
Yes, he had mercy. I think
Yeah.
But I did not show the mercy back.
Okay.
I obliterated him on the spot just because he was in my bedroom.
You obliterated him, man.
You know, he's an intruder that's in my bedroom. Nothing's allowed in my bedroom but me. If there's any kind of animal or insect that I found in there, they'd be they have to be like I gotta put up a show.
What if you walked in and the spider?
It's a show of power.
What if you walked in and the spider was just holding like one of your
holding
weapons?
a gun or something? You just like got it like this.
He's like you can't even see the gun just floating.
Right.
And he's like sitting on your dresser or something.
He was big, man. He was big spider.
Oh man.
And spiders and stuff don't even like freak me out, but the fact that he's that big.
So you said he was like this big, like this big.
Bigger.
Like in legs in total, like his legs would reach the outside of the circle.
With the inside, bigger. He was big, a little bit bigger than that.
That big?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was like that big. Like
That's
way bigger than a quarter.
That's crazy. That's a big spider.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, the regular house spiders that are just kind of like solid brownish.
They're just kind of like, they're kind of thick bodied, but they're like.
But they're really thin legged.
Right.
And like long. And they just, like, he wasn't like that at all.
No, right.
He was much meatier. Kind of more wolf spider shaped.
Okay, yeah.
But not really. He wasn't the wolf spider. I don't know what it was. Anyway, there's a nice spider story.
He's an African spider.
He was probably some kind of import.
Import spider.
He was like the neighbor's pet or something.
Probably. We just released him. They got tired of him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I know what this looks like. This is a house.
Yeah, he's like, a house. I know.
Killed this guy. 17-year-old spider.
Well, I've got him on seniority. He had it coming. I don't, intruder alert. Boom.
Respect your elders.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Who knows how old that spider was, man? I don't know how quickly a spider grows. I'm sure it differs from species to species, but that was a big spider. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I think we were talking about movies.
We were. Now I totally forgot what movies we were talking about. We were talking about, I guess, Divergent. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What are those even called?
Divergent, Insurgent, and then
Allegiant or something.
Allegiant, I think, or something like that.
I don't know, man. I feel like they kind of went off the rails. Like the first one was good, and then the other one's kind of.
That's kind of like how I am with the Hunger Games. I love the first Hunger Games,
right?
Just because they're actually in the Hunger Games. The second ones are all about like justice,
right?
Getting back at the capital or whatever,
right?
So I was like, all right. Yeah.
So it's which one has the guy with the weird beard? That's Hunger Games, right?
Yeah, that's like he's in the first one, because he's like the main guy, like President Snow or whatever his name is.
Okay.
And so he's like the president of all 13 districts or something like that.
Okay. Weird beard guy.
Yeah. And then I think he's in the second one, but like after the first one, they do another Hunger Games. But I think the first one's like the one where they actually show the whole thing. Like that's the main talk.
Right. So yeah, but like if we're talking about movie series and franchises, nothing right now is really bigger than Marvel.
Right.
Marvel, and it's kind of a unique thing compared to anything before it as well, because like all the movies in that series aren't a direct sequel to the last one, or even prequel.
They're all kind of in different orders of
interchanged.
Each other. Right. Yeah. They're all around. There's a list around that shows like which order you should or is recommended to watch them in. But
right. There's like 22. There's
a bunch
now?
of movies.
I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
23. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, how do you feel about those movies?
I love Marvel, man.
Yeah.
I've never really been like big in like DC. I know a lot about DC, the DC universe and all that, but I've always been more of like a Marvel guy.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't know. I mean, I like the Dark Knight movies a lot.
Yeah, the Batmans and whatnot.
But since then, I haven't really been into any of them.
Yeah, I mean
I heard Aquaman was really good.
Yeah, I loved Aquaman.
I heard the first Wonder Woman was really good.
I kind of don't want to make another Aquaman because the first one was really, really good.
Just leave it there.
That's kind of how I felt with Black Panther too.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. Black Panther though, like I thought it was good, but not really great. I think it was really good up until the end, and then it was kind of just okay.
Yeah, that's how I kind of felt about it.
Because like
I did enjoy it though. I didn't like hate it.
Right. Yeah, I agree. People like went wild for it, and I didn't really get that much hype, but I did think it was good. It was pretty good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the characters and I think all the actors were really good and stuff, but something about like, well, the final fight scene is like not the best CGI.
Mm-hmm.
It was rushed, I guess, which is weird for the MCU. Normally they have great effects, but that fight just didn't really look good to me, and it kind of, I feel like I kind of lost interest because then at that point it doesn't feel like these epic characters are battling it out. It's just like two weird rubber plastic men punching each other by a train or something.
Yeah, that's what's weird about Black Panther. He's like not really. He's more of like about like I don't know what his like. I guess his powers have to do with punching more of so weapon.
Are you punching yourself?
Punching myself.
Demonstrate?
Yeah, to demonstrate.
Okay, well, if you want to talk about some of the best superhero movies, it's to me, the original Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Did you see what on the new Spider-Man that what he's gonna he has like he's an old guy with a beard.
That's going around as fake.
Oh, okay.
That's a fake image.
Okay.
It's a fan-made kind of thing.
Okay, good.
But
I saw the pictures of it. It kind of looked kind of cool.
Sam Raimi, the director, is directing Doctor Strange 2.
Oh, nice.
And there's a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, Doctor Strange 2, I believe, is called The Multiverse of Madness or something like that. So there are multiple universes. There are multiple Spider-Men. One of those Spider-Men was made by Sam Raimi. I mean, it's just all adding up to Sam, a potential return of Tobey Maguire in a way, which I think is confirmed at this point. Yeah, Tobey Maguire is coming back, but to what, in what capacity or in what way, nobody really knows yet.
That would be awesome.
But obviously, everything with cinema right now is really weird.
Yeah, just because of the pandemic we're in and whatnot.
Right. That's all it's all weird because of that. So, I don't know, but those original 3 movies, and yes, I do like Spider-Man 3. I've always liked it a lot, but the best is Spider-Man 2. And the first one is also amazing. The best is Spider-Man 2, though. That movie's just excellent.
Yeah.
Both of the first 2, really. I do like the third one. So a lot of people kind of hate.
Who was the second Spider-Man? Andrew Garfield, I think.
Right. He was. Did you like him?
Did you like him as Spider-Man?
Not really.
I feel like I like Tobey Maguire and I always forget his name. New Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Yeah. I feel like I like Tom Holland a lot. I think he plays a great. He's that young kid like as Spider-Man really really was.
Right.
Or is meant to be.
Right. Well, Tom Holland is a lot younger. He's
he is
way younger than the other 2. I think
he wasn't young enough. He's not actually young enough to be in high school though. He's like 24 or so. I think something like that.
Right. I think he was 19 when he was in the first movie.
He's really?
He's like a year older than me.
Oh, okay. So
I think he's like 24 now.
Okay.
Maybe 25. I think he's like 20.
It's been that long since the first movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess. I mean, that was before Civil War. No, maybe right after. So, I mean, yeah, it's been a long time. But, the MCU's been around for, 12 years now. Mm-hmm. It's a long time, dude. And they've got, 20-something movies.
Yeah. I mean, and here recently, the new, Endgame and Infinity War, those are crazy popular movie.
Yeah.
Huge.
Some of the biggest movies of all time.
Yeah. And they were really good.
Yeah.
I love both of them.
They were definitely excellent. Yeah, this actually, 2020 was the first year that there was no Marvel movie for, since 2008, I think.
That's crazy.
Yep. Wow. Nothing came out for Marvel.
Wow.
I mean, they've probably still got some, little TV show like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., side shows and stuff.
Right, yeah.
But, there were all these shows coming to Disney Plus and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Big thanks for Disney Plus this year, I heard, right? That you told me of?
Big thanks for Star Wars.
Yeah.
And,
so I need to get into Star Wars this year. Star Wars is what I need to be getting into this year.
Yeah, man. You gotta get into Star Wars.
That way I can watch Mando.
You should definitely watch Mando. And there's 2 seasons of Mando out. They're short, though. They're 8 episodes each.
Okay.
And the episodes are
season
average.
2's not over yet.
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
So when season 3 come out?
Season 3, I think, is not going to come out until early 2022.
Oh.
It's going to come out a little over a year.
Okay.
Because they've got all these.
So I got time to watch Mando for the next season.
Well, potentially. There will be other Star Wars shows that are taking place with some of the same characters and at the same time.
Okay.
That are coming out this year. So.
I got time.
I mean, you got your whole life ahead of you.
I do.
Which is an undisclosed amount of time. Nobody knows. It could be,
He said,
Like, it could be, you could have a lot of time, or you don't. You could be dying.
Yeah.
You could, well, not that you could be dying. You could be. I mean, I guess in a way we all potentially are, but you will find certain death eventually. So you're gonna have to watch Star Wars. It's the moral of the story.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah.
Number one priority, Star Wars.
I agree.
I mean, I got Star Wars stuff all over the place, man.
Yeah, you had Bobby Filet up here, but you took him down.
Right, Bobby Filet came down just for the podcast. So I'll go back up eventually after we are done recording today.
Mm-hmm. We still got a lot of recording to do.
Yeah, kind of.
Recording episode 2. Not episode 2.
We're re-recording episode 2.
Recording episode 5 today as well. You guys will see that,
Yeah, you guys will figure it out.
In about 2 weeks.
Like.
Well, I mean, 2 weeks from them listening to this is what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
So whenever they're listening to this, you have
shout out to you guys from the future.
Yeah.
What's it like? Is the world like?
Is it coming back to normal now?
Has it exploded completely?
I doubt it. It won't be normal for a long time.
No, I just like. Anyway.
Okay.
Just you need to watch Star Wars.
I will.
And we can't talk about Star Wars every week.
And how do we talk about Star Wars like towards the end of every episode?
Because we're in a room that has Star Wars stuff in this $500 million facility. This is kind of...
It's everywhere, man.
Star Wars is staring us down for sure. So...
Yeah. Well I think it might be a good time to...
Yeah, I think we call it
in this 5th episode.
And 4th. Next episode's 5th.
4th. My bad.
And then we will definitely... We will talk to you guys when we're talking about Star Wars at the end of the next episode.
Yeah, which
we will try not to do, but we definitely will because Star Wars is amazing.
Right. Yeah. But yeah. Thanks to everybody for watching
and listening
and listening. And make sure you guys leave us a review on whatever platform you listen to us at.
Yep.
YouTube,
leave a nice review that helps
Apple,
a lot.
Spotify, wherever. Leave a nice review. Refer us to your friends and.
Follow us on
Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. All my socials are in my Twitch page, Kade0000.
Do you want to make an announcement as well? Something that you just created at Denny's?
Oh yeah.
This is Kade's personal.
No.
task.
This is a combination of me and Anthony. Anthony is just as much a part of this as I am. So don't let him trick you otherwise. We have just made a Monkey Gland podcast. TikTok will be posting clips and bits and pieces of the podcast episodes on there. It is Monkey Gland Pod on TikTok.
As well as Twitter,
Yeah.
Instagram, Gmail if you want to email us.
Right.
Anywhere you can find us, we're either Monkey Gland Pod or like on YouTube, we're Monkey Gland Podcast.
Right. Yeah, and then follow us on our Twitch pages. We do a lot of live streams. He is Perkinator13, all caps Perkinator. And then I'm Kade0000 on Twitch, so make sure you guys follow us there.
Yeah, no Monkey Gland Twitch yet.
I don't think that'll ever happen, but
I don't think we need a Monkey Gland.
I need to make a Monkey Gland panel for the bottom of my page.
Yes, you do. Yeah, I made one of those. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, follow. I don't know, all the things. Probably ring some bells, click some buttons.
Yeah, click some
Just
buttons.
pretend there's an animation of a big thing going click right there.
Click everything that says follow Monkey Gland Pod or podcast. And,
but don't click it twice.
Don't click it
then it'll unfollow.
Yeah, just click it once.
Don't do that.
And
leave a nice review.
Yep.
This and that.
We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys, and listening.
Peace.
Peace.